Walks with Mohen, episode 10. And today I'm going to talk about the feeling of being lost. And I mean, I don't know where I'm going. I'm 26. I've followed the traditional route. I've got myself a degree, got myself a job, good job. I've got myself into like strong relationships. I've made changes in my life. You know, I felt a certain way about myself in the gym and I improved that. I felt like, you know, improving in my confidence. I felt improving in other aspects of myself, and I've pursued that and achieved that. But there's still an element of being lost that can stick with you. And genuinely, right now, if I had to tell you an hour ago where I was heading, I wouldn't know. And this applies for like both the walk and for life. But I would say right now I do have a general direction. I know what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. But to arrive to that stage, it took a season of exploration. And you may have heard this if you've been in the online space. People will talk about what kind of season are you in? Are you in a season of like, you know, grind, hustle? Are you in a season of, you know, expansion, contraction, like subtraction as well? Subtraction meaning like you're removing negative things out of your life. Are you trying to get rid of like bad habits, addictions, etc.? All of these things, it's very important to consider. I mean, wherever you are, nothing is to be frowned upon. You must just like look out for you, and only you will know what the next step is. So for me, it's been a season of exploration. Wherever there's been a course, wherever there's been some kind of online whatever, I've put myself forward and I've signed up for it. I've paid for it. I've spent amounts to further myself, to learn a new concept, whether it's networking, whether it's, you know, YouTube, whether it's actually just, you know, putting yourself into a room full of 10 other guys that want to achieve the same goal as you. Like that alone, just as an exercise, is beautiful, is powerful. And through that you learn really how people's dream jobs that it takes people like 5-6 years just to achieve, you can achieve that in a day, in a week, effortlessly, just by knowing the right guy. Just by knowing the right guy, you can cut someone's dream pursuit down from 6 years to a week. Just think about that. Just by being in the right room, the right place, with the right connections and the right attitude, you can achieve someone's life goal in half the time. Now, obviously, you're not going to just become a doctor just by being in the right room. You're like, there's certain things that you have to go through if there's like regulations around it. But having a mentor, having people around you, and having a full doctor network, you can assure that you become the best doctor possible in the least amount of time required. Obviously, like, yes, we know that, you know, there's other aspects at play. Like if you need a degree, you need a timeline to abide by, then you can make it through. But you can find yourselves getting into those rooms easier. You can find yourself working at the desired location that you want to practice if you're doing like certain times, just by knowing the right people. So a lot of these lessons came from just ruthlessly putting myself in these random situations with new people online, people from all different countries, and the return has been insane. I've seen 15-year-old kids earning my yearly salary in about a month or 2 months, and that is like incredible. That it hurts, it kills your ego. Then you walk away and you feel like, damn, is this really for me? I don't know, some person's getting lucky, they're doing this, but they're not. They're in the same room as you, so they've been thinking along those lines. It's just that I've only started taking action on it now, which makes you wonder, if you start right now, where could you be? You know, if you're an artist and you get yourself in a room with a bunch of successful artists, you will soon find people like this, people younger than you achieving more. And if there is a 15-year-old kid next to you that is achieving more, it's because they put themselves in the situation ruthlessly, without ego, without any sense of self. They just knew, okay, this is what I want, I'm putting myself there. They wasted no time, they didn't think about it. Money, okay, it's just there to help me get there. And you cannot go wrong making decisions like that. You cannot. Yes, you may, even if you find out that the group wasn't useful, you found other people that were on the same path. And the more people you find like that, the quicker you'll achieve your goals. So the essence of this lesson, I just want to say, is if you're feeling lost, the only way you can find what you're looking for is by putting yourself in as many different rooms, as many different situations as you possibly can. If you have the thought immediately, you know, maybe I could sell this thing, get yourself in that kind of position. Maybe you feel too young to be owning a business, or too young to be taken seriously for a job application. Find a different way to do it, or do it yourself. If it's a job application, what is the thing that they're doing? Can you do a simpler version of it? Selling is just getting rid of an item. I mean, you could go onto Facebook Marketplace, sell like a piece of furniture from your house. In a short period of time, you'll understand how to negotiate. You'll understand how to communicate with clients, and you'll understand how to present an item online for sale. So really, the only thing that prevents us from achieving what we want is ourselves. Yes, there may be some money issues, but you can find ways around that. You can work for more money and then trade that money to get yourself where you need to be. And when you've worked hard for it, you will understand the true value. You'll really value the room that you're buying yourself into, the course that you're taking, and you will take that advice. Like, if you had to spend $1 million on a weekend's course, you would take notes. You would do every single thing. No one would just spend $1 million and then not take the advice. And that's an amazing exercise. Figure out for yourself, you know, okay, I heard this book is useful, but I don't want to spend, say, $100 on this book. Ask yourself, like, if you receive this book for free, would you actually follow the advice? If you spent 10 times the value of this book, would you follow the advice? And if you feel the answer is leaning more to yes, then you need to question that side of money and the value you're getting from it. So often look at yourself and say to yourself, you know, like, inflate the price in your mind and take the advice that's near or in front of you and execute. I put myself in this space because I heard a quote, and the quote was, it was some CEO lady on LinkedIn, and she spoke about the best thing you can do is start acting on everything immediately, as quick as possible. Make decisions quickly based on the advice that's in front of you. And that changed my life. That was literally one day, and I started trimming out all the fat around my day-to-day life. I started deciding on things that I'd been holding on to for months, that I'd been avoiding the decision. So start acting with speed now. Go and figure out what it is. And this is the only way you'll stop yourself from being lost.